Wow, wow, wow. I'm beyond excited to be in such an amazing atmosphere. Beautiful women gave some amazing stories. True mavericks. I'm beyond excited. I feel like I was getting ready for the Olympics, getting ready to run out, and I'm just so in awe and so thankful to be here for this platform and be able to share in a space. Have you ever had a dream of something you wanted? I was just a little girl from Mississippi, and my dream was to play basketball. But I never thought one day I would be an advocate for domestic violence, that I would be running for my life, learning how to turn your pain to power. And this little Mississippi girl from a small family of 12 girls and 8 boys, I'm somewhere there. My dad would say often, he said, daughter, and most of the time he called me daughter because he couldn't remember my name. He said, if you take in life with you just a few principles, you don't have to carry a suitcase full of rules. If you take in life with you just a few principles, you don't have to carry a suitcase full of rules. And I'm like, Dad, what do you mean by that? He said, if you live long enough, you learn. He said, but your attitude, faith, attitude, and character. Faith, attitude, and character. Those 3 things, daughter, are going to take you a long way. And as growing up in a family of 20, I have a twin brother, and I'm a PK kid, preacher's kid. We went to church Sunday, we went to church Monday, we went Tuesday, all the time. And even my son, they said, Mommy, why are we going to church on Friday? But growing up, my dad, we went to church a lot, prayer meeting, Bible study, and at times I'm thinking, does it take all this? And I've realized not only it took that and more, but the foundation that my parents gave me, growing up in a family of 20, I have 139 nieces and nephews. Yes. And my dad lived on principles, and we had to go to church, and sometimes I pretend I was sick, and like, no, you might be feeling sick now, but if you get to church, you'll feel better. So that's what they did. So I was like, man, and then plus my mom said, you don't get sick anyway, so I couldn't do that, But at times I wonder, why is this going to church all the time? But my father gave us this foundation that really taught me a lot about mindset. He taught me a lot about, and not realizing how much I would need it. And as I stand here and I feel like I was a maverick before I even knew I was a maverick. Growing up in a family of 20, you got to be a maverick, I think. But I feel like, and I know without a doubt, that the teaching that my parents gave me in the foundation helped me learn how to turn my pain into power. Helped me learn how to find that inner fight within myself and that drive. Right here you see a fence. And that, I don't want to spend a lot of time on my sports life because I want to get into something more of my personal. But I have to share, growing up in a family of 20, we used to jump fences and climb trees. And I was a serious tomboy, horrible Jerry curl. I looked more like my twin brother than he did. And I used to look in the mirror like, man, it's like, and I used to want to be cute. I used to try to put dimples in my face. Like, why can't I be cute like a girl? Because I always look like a boy. But anyway, we used to jump fences and climb trees. And that moment, life is about moments that define us. And I remember I used to jump fences. I was a tomboy. I was pretty athletic. And there's one particular day, as I proceeded to jump this fence, all of a sudden it felt like it got higher and higher. And I'm like, hold up. I know I've jumped this fence before, so I just shook it off, and I said, I got this. And I got ready to run again, and it's like it got higher and higher, and I'm thinking, like, what is going on? And I could see my siblings and cousins leave and say, come on, don't worry about it. I'm like, I got this. I can do this. So I tried again. I said, I got this. And I pondered with that for about another 5 minutes, and all of a sudden the street light came on. I don't know if you knew, but growing up in the South, we had 5 minutes to be in the house when the street light came on. And I'm thinking, like, I don't want to go inside. I haven't jumped this fence. And they said, what is wrong with you? It's no big deal. We know you can do it. But it was something so important for me about getting over that fence. So I sat there. I didn't even eat dinner. We had red beans and rice and cornbread every day. I sat there. I didn't want food. I'm like, I got to jump that fence. I woke up the next morning. No, everybody else was asleep. I got up and I said, I know I can do this. Go back to the basics. You got this, Ruthie. I took a step back, and I saw myself jumping over this fence. I said, I can do this. And I got ready to run. I leaped. I think I closed my eyes, and I landed over the fence, and I was on my back celebrating. Listen, ESPN wasn't there. The NC2A committee wasn't there. The Hall of Fame committee wasn't there. Why was that moment important to me? I think about being a maverick, when things are unbranded, you do things that people don't understand. You create your own path. I wanted that moment. And I believe, without a doubt, I was only 14 or 15, that's the moment I started embracing my Olympic journey. That's the moment I started becoming that maverick that I eventually became. That's the moment. And sometimes as you pursue life, and it might not make sense to other people, but if there's something burning on the inside of you and you're something, I want this, pursue it. If you fall flat on your face, you know what? Get back up. You fall flat on your face, do it again. And I look back like, wow, I'm so glad, because that prepared me for a lot. That prepared me for some amazing things. As you look, I'm the one with the ugly face. I'm the one, that moment, when you look at that, when I talk to youth, I ask them, what do you see in that picture? Oh, I see determination. I see fight. I see drive. It was 2 minutes left in the gold medal game in 1996. We were up by 25 points. I'm like, listen, I didn't want to give anything away. Because, listen, that moment, the coach that morning asked me, we were 59-0. She asked me, she said, what do you think the key to us winning tomorrow night? I said, we got to have sass, we got to have determination, we got to just work hard. She said, all those things are great. She said, you know the key is you. I'm like, me? I'm like, this nappy-head Mississippi girl? She said, I know you're ready. She said, I want you to defend this. They had a guard that was scoring. She averaged about 30 points a game. She said, I want you to get in her grill. Y'all know what that means? I want you to get in her grill. She said, I want you to get in her grill. She go to the bathroom, you go with her. I'm like, okay, coach, I got you. She said, I want you to get so close that I want you to be able to tell what toothpaste you use to brush your teeth with. I'm like, I got this. I can do this. Okay, I'm mighty. I can do this. And sure enough, the next day, I got up in my defensive stance. I was ready. I walked on the court. I didn't say a word. I walked and I looked at her. My eyes told her, this is going to be the worst day of your life. I got this. And that moment, I'm like feeling empowered. This coach believes in me. She trusts me. And I asked how many points she had. She averaged 30 points a game. I held her to 3. And the only reason I gave her 3 points because I'm a nice person. I gave her 3 points. Yeah, that's right. But I was at this moment now, I'm representing not only my family, my city, my community, but I'm representing the United States of America. I wasn't supposed to be playing basketball according to statistics. I had to get on a bus and ride a bus. So the only school gave me a chance to play. I wasn't good enough. I said, is it my Jheri curl that bad? I had to get on a bus and go to Auburn University and go there on my school visit. And they said I wouldn't play in my senior year. And I'm thinking like, man, I'm a good girl. I go to church. Why are these things happening to me? Why can't it just fall in my lap? But sometimes in life, it's interesting how life happens. Sometimes we choose a path, but sometimes what happens when a path chooses us? When things don't go the way we want. You are stronger than you think you are. But I got on that bus. I went to Auburn. And the same coach that I went and played in my senior year, I ended up starting my freshman year at Auburn University. And when you go back now, you see this big $60 million facility, and you see my name and the top and my number. And my number retired there. When I look at that, remind me, like, I'm glad I didn't quit. Because if I hadn't gone to Auburn, I wouldn't have been able to experience the Olympic experience and the epic experience, which I feel like that's what I feel now. I feel like this is an experience that you'll never forget. I want women to know not only where I've been, where I'm at, and where I'm going. I want my experiences to elevate a woman, give her permission to rise above, to edify her, and let her know that you can turn your pain to power. So now, as you see, basketball has been amazing in my life. But there are some other things that have happened that may not be as glamorous. I lived in a domestic violence marriage for 10 years. I didn't know if victory was staying or leaving. There are times where I would have an amazing game, but I would go home and I would feel this small. After I won my gold medals, I felt like I wasn't worthy, and I almost threw my medals in the trash. I stood before the trash can and said, I don't deserve this. And my teammates didn't know. I was embarrassed. I was ashamed. Like, you're a 2-time Olympian. You're a Hall of Famer, and your husband is beating you. I felt so ashamed. I didn't feel so mighty. I felt like that I wasn't good enough. And I remember just looking in the mirror one day and saying, this is what love looks like. And I actually ended up just like, I said, you know what, it's going to get better. Because you know, in my basketball, I know how to turn no to yes. I can fight. If I work hard, I get great results. If I persevere, great things happen. So I didn't know how to say no. I was sneaking go to counseling, and they were telling me I had to get 2 little getaway bags and go, you got to prepare. I'm like, how are you telling me to leave a man? How are you telling me to leave this man that I know loved me? He has to love me. He used to get me my favorite snacks, which is frozen grapes, when I would come home. He never forgot my birthday, no anniversary, so this man has to love me. So I don't know how to quit. I don't know how to walk away. It's not in my DNA. I got over that fence, great things happened. I got on that bus, great things happened. I played in the Olympics. I know what success is, and I can't walk away. So I'm so confused. Do I stay? Do I go? And what really made me leave was I took a step back, and I imagined this young, beautiful girl, my daughter was sitting there, and a man was talking to her that way. And I'm like, that's not cool. That put on a whole different set of glasses for me, Lynn. That don't look right, being talked like that, being talked to her that way. And I finally just, took the courage to leave, and it was hard. And I hid it from my teammates, and not until about 3-4 years ago, ESPN reached out to me to do a documentary on my story, and I didn't want to do it. I said, no, I don't want people to think you feel sorry for me. I don't want to do it. And they said, you could save so many women's lives. I'm thinking like, you know what, okay, I'll do it for the women, for me. But I didn't realize how unhealed I was because I swept it on the rug for so long. I haven't always been mighty. So as I heal and thrive through this process, and when they showed the documentary called Mighty Ruthie, I started to travel the world and speak, and I went to a lot of women prison, and 94% of women in prison from domestic violence, 94%. A woman averaged leaving home at least 7 times. Not just going to the neighbor, like literally leaving and coming back. 1 out of 3 women will be abused. 20 women every minute is being abused. And so all these stats sound mind-boggling. And so now as I thrive through this process, as I thrive through the pain, because this happened years ago, but I just started talking about 3-4 years ago. And how can I turn my pain to power? Because you got to know what your why. You got to know what is your why. When you lose your why, you lose your way. What is your why and what you do? Every maverick in here, what is your why? Why do you do what you do? It might not make sense to anybody else, but you do what you do because you're going to empower people that are watching. And as I continue, I work with Kaiser. They do programs for passing the ball for women, bring awareness to domestic violence. I go overseas and I travel for the U.S. Embassy. I have my own program called Aim High that I really inspire young girls, and I create a space so they can open up and share and being transparent. I shared my story with a girl, and the next class she shared her story. 12 years old, had been abused. She said, thank you for giving me this space to share my story. And that's what helped me heal. That's what helped me thrive, is being able to give back. Those journals, those are not just books. Those are my life story. During my times where I didn't know if I would wake up alive, there are no times where I ran. There are no times where I was in a place where I was shamed, and I didn't want to look at myself in the mirror. I was writing in my journals. I'm thankful that God allowed me to survive and that I can share my story. And I have 100% forgiveness in my heart. And for you to soar, you got to learn how to forgive. And I know you got to go through your process, but if you're going through something right now, please let it go. Free yourself, because you become prisoner of your own emotions. I give you permission, beautiful women, to rise above, to flex your muscles. And I want everybody to flex their muscles for a second. Man, you can do it too. Okay, I see it. It is a mindset, because you know what? There's a study done at Stanford. When you flex and when you feel serious of exercise, it does something up here. And I flexed when I was a little girl. I found a picture of me flexing as a little girl. But when I flex now, it's not so much of my muscles, it's a mindset. Flex my muscles to be the best version of myself. That's what it's all about. Giving back and inspiring young girls. And I have an amazing friend here, Denise William, that has been the most amazing person in my life and just really edified me. And we join forces together, and we do a lot of girl programs. And one was our Girl in Her Crown. It's about these girls, allowing these girls, and that's what helped me heal. Putting these crowns on these young girls, it's about giving back. It's about letting these girls know that they matter. And as we go in life and we go through our struggles, let's reach back and pull some young girl up and let her know that you matter, you are powerful, you have a voice, we love you. And that's what I do every day with my program, Aim High. Aim higher than frustration, than disappointment, because we love you, you matter. And I want every one of you to know that. What a difference you make in our lives. What a difference you make in our lives. You're the sunshine day and night. What a difference you make in so many lives. And what a change you have made in our hearts. What a change you have made in our hearts. You have placed so many broken parts. What a difference you made in so many hearts. I want you to know, when you look in the mirror every day, it doesn't matter what you look like, the color of your skin, I want you to know you matter. And I want to read this. It says, this woman has been forgotten about. This woman has fought 1,000 miles, but is still standing. I've cried 1,000 tears, but I'm still smiling. I've been broken and betrayed, but I'm still walking proud. I laugh and I live without fear. I love without doubt. This woman is beautiful. This woman is a maverick. This woman is me. Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you.